Stone from The Sopranos, and I'm sitting here with my very dear friend, the great Frank Santorelli, who played Georgie the bartender on the show. And we're sitting here like a couple of mamalukes. So, Frank, what do you got to say for yourself? Anything?
Um, what'd you say? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
What do you got to say for yourself? Did you enjoy working on The Sopranos?
I did.
You had a very cool role. You got the shit out of you by Tony.
12 episodes.
How'd you feel about that?
I wish you could have gotten bigger. I wish I
You
had a
sh-
bigger part.
we both deserve to have had bigger parts. Two of the most handsome, magnetic men the show's ever had. I feel that's one of the reasons we got sandbagged.
That's right. We were too handsome.
We were too handsome, too tough, too real. David Chase couldn't handle it. Frankly, a couple of guys on the show couldn't handle it. They were subversive.
Are we going to see ARB?
I don't think so. I think this is it. This is the show right here.
You're kidding.
No, yeah, because I got a
I
little
want no part of this.
because I got a thing that says manage the dialogue. So you know what I mean, hey,
Yeah,
Arb, come
you're
on.
on the show. It says we're on the show.
I know. Come on, Arb, come on the air. So anyway, everybody out there in ARB land, we're glad you're fans. The show keeps going. We're happy about it. How did you, how did you get your role in the show, Frank?
I went to an audition, and like you, and I walked in, and there was Gandolfini and Christopher Walken's wife, Georgiana,
Yeah,
and I read the lines just like they were. So all
nice.
it was hello, 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 from when I get beat up with the phone in the first episode.
Is that an operator or an answering machine?
Say hello, 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 hello.
Press 0. Hello, 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 hello.
Right, nice.
I looked at everybody and I said, if I get this part, I'm going to need more lines.
You won, right?
The only person to laugh was Walken. Georgiana
Really?
Walken saved me. Everybody else went like
I
that.
bet you that cemented the role for you. Those little like bits, because let's face it, right? I had a similar situation. I didn't have many lines for my audition, but I had fancy shoes on, like these leopard suede shoes. So when I went in there, all those people, David Chase, the whole gang was sitting there. And I said, you may see a lot of better actors than me today, but nobody's out acting these shoes. They all chuckled. I felt instantaneously I had the role at that point.
That's right. When you do a little comedy, they love it. They love it. When you're not so dead serious about everything.
Yeah.
They kind of love that, I think.
Because if you stick to just the simple lines, like your lines, the few lines I had, there's no chance of crush. You can't win the room. You know about winning the room. Listen, you
Sure.
morons out there. Frank Santorelli is one of the greatest comedians in the country, by the way.
In the country.
In the
If
country,
not the world.
perhaps the world even, but certainly in the country.
Well, from Route 1 over towards the water.
Tremendous comedian, tremendous talent. So am I, if I say so myself. We're both hung like bulls.
You get a lot of work, man. You get a lot of acting work. You're in Chappaquiddick. I just saw you in Chappaquiddick.
They say my alcohol and drug problems may have held me back, but I don't think so.
I'll tell you what, I was alone with Gandolfini a whole bunch of times. I was alone with him, just like you were. But yeah, he was a great guy. Tragic loss, terrible loss.
And the sweetheart of a guy. Everybody legit.
Sure was. He sure was.
Remember
the time he asked us to go out? He never asked us again. Asked us again.
Getting toward the end, I was out with him a bunch of times. I was out with the crew when I got killed off. We all went out. They all went out. Pants. I mean, like there must have been 20 of us. I was at 2 of those kind of events. Wonderful. Everybody there, totally heavy drinking, eating. Went to Little Italy once. Went to a place called Kennedy's, more uptown the next time around. And we had a few sessions in James's camper van out front there, his trailer. I even slept in there one night.
So you were like Sammy the Bull Gravano. You got whacked, but they wined and dined you first.
I
He
know.
used to do that. That story is unbelievable. Take a guy to dinner, buy him some shots, get him a little scungil, and then boom. Incredible.
And knowing that that's happening, right? I mean, isn't that weird? You sit down with a guy, dinner with a guy, knowing that.
You want another drink? You want another drink?
Knowing you're going to do that. Oh, by the way, on Netflix, there's a tremendous documentary that started about the mob in New York. I watched two pieces of it last night. A+. Usually that stuff is so repackaged. You've seen it all before. This was a whole different approach to it.
Sure.
The footage from the 70s and 80s of vintage New York City Times Square.
Sure.
Recommended to you soprano fanatics out there. But anyway, Frank and I are tremendous. We're the two of the best that ever lived. Each possessed knockout power with either hand.
Gigi and Georgie. We've made appearances all over the place.
All over the world. We just came back from a tour.
We want to come to Saudi Arabia. We want to come.
We actually would have just been coming back from a tour, but the pandemic canceled it. We had a Congo and all through Central Africa. We've been gone for 2 months, but it got canceled. But now, once things open up, we're ready to go.
Absolutely. We want first class tickets, by the way.
Yeah.
and some spending money.
Like the guy Mel Bernstein is saying, we want first class tickets to London, England. I've never been. Listen, we want money. We do cameo appearances. Everybody out there in the first one.
We do birthday parties. You shitting me?
Birthday parties. We say hello. Go to cameo.com. Type in my name, John Fiore, and you get personal attention. Frank's going to do the same for you.
Yeah, go on YouTube. You can catch my stand-up on there.
Frank's tremendous stand-up on YouTube. Frank
Godfathers of Comedy.
A+, you got it. The guy should have his own show by now. Network show.
Gigi and Georgie. That's the new show on NBC this fall.
And
NBC this fall.
Yes. So you also go on YouTube. You can see Gigi and Georgie, some of our comedic bits that we do.
Yes.
Some of our shenanigans to have a little fun. And anybody out there in Saudi Arabia who wants to finance our comedy show, feel free to do so.
Absolutely.
You know you have it.
You have it. We need it.
Everybody was great in the show. We love everybody. We got along with everybody, right?
Absolutely. Stevie Van Zandt was the nicest guy to me.
Tremendous. Yes.
What a sweetheart. He was a sweetheart.
Yeah. Steven Van Zandt, as you all know, he played Silvio, and he's a legendary, guitar player in the Bruce Springsteen E Street Band. Even when the show ended and during the show, he got us all tickets to see the Bruce Springsteen.
You know what? Through his sister, the one that runs the travel agency out in Jersey. Yeah.
And
free tickets to see Bruce Springsteen.
Right. So he's a sweetheart. And the show carries on here later like it never ended.
22 years ago, and it's still hot.
It feels like we're doing it currently in a strange way, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I'm selling pictures, I'm still going. I'm still going with it. Absolutely.
Well, I guess during the pandemic, it became the number 1 and number 2 rated show of anything.
Yes. HBO has made $1 trillion.
Yeah.
HBO.
People that when it first came out were like babies. Some of them are in their 20s, 30s, a whole new audience. You know what I mean? So we're happy to be part of it. More? Of course. But we'll take it. What's done is done.
Absolutely.
We're happy. We're healthy. We got money. We got tomatoes.
Hot though, man. It's humid.
We got whatever we need, but we always could go for a little more. You see this? We like to keep these big, wet, moist. That means this. So cough it up.
Gotta wet my beak.
Yeah, so you guys in Saudi Arabia or wherever, they are a wet beak means you want the money. You want it.
Small unmarked bills.
Yeah, so if I say to you, I need to wet my beak, that means I'm saying to you,
absolutely. How long we got to be on for?
We're going to wrap it up soon, no?
Let's wrap it up.
All right, listen. Frank and I are going to wrap it up. My final summation will be, look, I enjoyed working on the show. Proud of it. Glad You guys
so proud of it. Yeah, one of the greatest, probably the greatest TV show of all time.
I mean, let's face it. If
Still to this day.
Your life, we've been on more shows. Don't get us wrong. We've been on a lot of shows, me and Frank, but to have been a part of this show has been truly a blessing for us. And
absolutely.
And that's it.
All right.
So listen.
God bless Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and then in the whole U.S.
and ARB. Thanks for having us on, man.
Thank you very much. Hasta luego.
Oh, I gotta wait.
Oh, wait. All right, Frank, listen, we'll talk later.
You got it.
Make sure our checks are in the mail, ARB. Don't be a miser. Hey, got my own problems here.
Adios.
We'll talk later. All right.